Okay, so today we're diving into something pretty weird. It's a collection of stories called Backwaters by Rozelle. And look, this book doesn't fit into any neat little box. It just smashes different genres together. So, our job today? We're going to break down this toxic concoction and see what makes it tick.
Right off the bat, the book's own description asks you this one simple question. I mean, that's one heck of an invitation, isn't it? It perfectly sets the stage for a world that's, well, murky, unsettling, and just completely off the rails.
And if you need any more convincing, just check out this review from Carlton Mellick III. He says it's like Flannery O'Connor but with toxic mermaids and body horror. Come on! That tells you everything you need to know. You've got this classic Southern literature vibe, but then it's just completely hijacked by something truly profoundly weird.
So, let's set the scene. Welcome to Talapuchi. And it's not exactly your ideal vacation spot. This place is just plagued by, well, a whole mess of problems. We're talking an experimental toxin in the water, genetically modified freaks running around, and, oh yeah, an enigmatic river cult. It is the perfect storm for some serious chaos and horror.
Which brings us to the big question, right? When you throw all of that into a blender, what on earth comes out? Well, that's exactly what we're here to figure out together.
I absolutely love this description from Vogue Horror. They call it a gloriously tumescent chimera. A chimera, you know, like that mythical beast made from the parts of a lion, a goat, and a snake. It's the perfect analogy. This book is a Frankenstein's monster of different genres, and that's our key to understanding it.
All right, so let's pop the hood on this chimera and see what it's made of. We're going to look at the three main ingredients in this bizarre recipe. First, you've got a solid base of Southern Gothic. Then, you mix in a heavy dose of body horror. And for that final, weird kick, a big splash of Bizarro fiction.
So first things first, let's talk about the foundation. This is the very soil this strange story grows from, its Southern Gothic roots.
And the book wastes no time dropping you right into this world. The whole thing kicks off on a mean strip of Alabama highway. You're in this old barber shop. I mean, you can practically feel the sticky Alabama heat and hear the bugs buzzing outside. It's just so gritty, so rural, the atmosphere is there from page one.
So for anyone who's maybe not super familiar with the term, what is Southern Gothic? Well, think of it like this. It's a genre that loves flawed characters, settings that are literally decaying, and some seriously grotesque events. And it uses all of that to really dig into the anxieties and the unique vibe of the American South. Okay, let's get into the next ingredient. And fair warning, this is where things get pretty visceral. We're moving on to the horrors of the body.
Body horror, as a genre, is all about the absolute terror of your own body turning against you. We're talking grotesque violations, mutations, disease, things growing where they shouldn't be. It's designed to be super disturbing on a really, really personal level.
And this review from David Massengel just hits the nail on the head. He says the book will have you worrying about what's in the water and checking that you haven't sprouted an extra appendage. And that's the key right there. The horror isn't some monster hiding in the closet. It's the toxin in the river getting inside you, making that fear of transformation feel terrifyingly real.
And now for the final ingredient, the one that takes this whole thing from unsettling and just launches it straight into the what on earth did I just read category. It's time to embrace the utterly weird.
You know you're doing something right when Happy Goat Horror calls your book easily one of the weirdest books I've ever read. That's the seal of approval for Bizarro fiction. This is the genre where logic just takes a vacation. It's all about the absurd, the surreal, and just pure, wonderful weirdness.
And honestly, words can't really do it justice. So to show you just how weird it gets, let's listen in on a little tall tale from Lyle, the local barber. It's a fishing story that, well, you'll see.
Okay, so it starts off relatable enough, right? A big fish gets away and steals your expensive rod. We've all been there, metaphorically at least. And this is where things take a turn. Because of course, the most logical response to losing your fishing rod is to get completely naked, obviously. And there it is. That's Bizarro fiction in a nutshell. We've gone from a simple fishing trip to a grotesque, prehistoric, and honestly kind of hilarious nightmare. Reality has officially left the building.
And the story ends with another local in the barbershop, Ronnie, just saying what everyone's thinking. That has got to be the stupidest fish story I ever heard. It's the perfect punchline. The book is totally in on the joke, which makes the absolute absurdity of it all land so perfectly.
So we've seen the ingredients. Now for the main event, the final creation. How in the world do these wildly different genres come together to make something that actually works?
Okay, let's break this down. You have the Southern Gothic element, right? That decaying barbershop. It grounds everything in a reality we can sort of recognize. Then you throw in the body horror, that fear of sprouting an extra appendage. And then you drop in the Bizarro, Lyle's absolutely insane fish story. See how they work together? The real-world setting makes the weird stuff feel even more shocking. And that level of anything can happen makes the body horror that much scarier.
And what you end up with is this incredible mix of terror and humor. Look at what the reviewers say. It's dread-inducing, but also clever and humorous. It creates haunting images, but it's also truly creative. It's this constant push and pull that keeps you completely off balance. It's the kind of book that makes you laugh out loud right before making your skin crawl.
Ultimately, it all adds up to an experience that is, and I'm quoting Carla's literary corner here, unlike any book I have ever read, truly creative and imaginative. And that's really the magic of it, isn't it? By daring to smash these genres together, you get something that's not just weird for the sake of being weird, but something genuinely new.
So the book leaves you with this one last unsettling thought. It really makes you second-guess the world around you and wonder what horrors might be lurking in the waters you think you know.